Well, our first guest is joining us in studio, Mr. Joe Grimes. Joe is the CEO of a company called TribalRides Incorporated. Their website is TribalRides.us. Joe, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me, Don.
Well, now, TribalRides is one of the most fascinating business models I've come across in some time. I want to congratulate you first, but tell us again, what's the general overview of the company? What is TribalRides?
So TribalRides started 4 years ago filing patents for the new disruptive technology for autonomous vehicles.
Okay. So basically, self-driving cars.
Self-driving cars.
And you're basically you've come up with a ride-share app for self-driving cars. Tell us about that.
So ride sharing has a lot of restrictions. They are late. They take a long time to arrive. They tend to be expensive from our perspective. Mm-hmm. And if you want to share a ride, you have to share it with strangers, mm-hmm. right, to further reduce your costs.
Right.
So our new technology is involved with allowing users to interconnect with their social networks, mm-hmm. to be able to prefer or deny who they want to ride with, when, and to what location for how long.
Well, you know, we talk about Uber and Lyft all the time. You hear about them. I mean, Uber is one of the fastest growing companies in the world, so to speak. But the knock on Uber and Lyft is you're getting into a car with strangers, which is something our moms told us never to do. That's not an issue with TribalRides.
So TribalRides provides the flexibility to ride with strangers, but then if you're uncomfortable with that, defining a specific community that you want to share rides with.
So the rideshare app is called Gotopia.
Gotopia,
and you're using a cryptocurrency token called Go. Tell us about that.
So Gotopia is the design is for an ecosystem that allows autonomous vehicles to be intelligent. We have predictive analytics, we have smart deployment. So we're able to, in our design, to be able to provide cars faster, when you need them, where you need them, for as long as you need them, at lower cost, we believe. And by using a cryptocurrency, a token, we believe that we can lower that transaction cost even further.
So if let's say I'm a user.
Yes.
And I get on my app, I get on Gotopia, and I need an autonomous self-driving car in front of my house Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock. You set that up, the car shows up.
Absolutely, and you get to choose what kind of car it is, and if it's yours or part of the community that you're with.
And if I own a self-driving car, I can put it to work for me, kind of be my own Uber, so to speak.
So we have 4 cars, and they are used so seldom. Within this new model, you can, while you're at work, send it out. Send it out to pick up rides. You can either send it out to the general public or to that small community that you prefer, that you've predefined.
Now, we've been hearing about self-driving cars and autonomous vehicles. I mean, it's kind of interesting because you see ads for regular vehicles out there on TV all the time, and most cars being manufactured right now are semi-autonomous. I mean, they have certain self-driving characteristics built into them. So what is the current status of the self-driving car industry right now?
There's so much evolution that's going on currently. 22 states have recently enacted regulations for self-driving cars. There are, in California alone, 50 car manufacturers associated with self-driving cars. I was in Las Vegas last week on a convention, and they have self-driving cars to rent. Self-driving cars, people think that it's years and years away. It's happening right now.
Well, that's what I understand, because as I said, you know, many cars are semi-autonomous already, mm-hmm. and with the self-driving cars that are available right now, let's go back to your business model.
Please.
So again, I'm standing in front of my house, up comes a self-driving car that I've ordered to take me where I want to go, and how does that work? I mean, give me a lowdown, walk me through the procedure.
So there's several different ways to use the system. The first is to pre-schedule the ride. Mm-hmm. So if you work 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, and you want to ride there, it shows up pre-scheduled. Okay. And you get to define what kind of a car, whose car, and when you want it. Okay? Similar to current ride-sharing programs, it shows up, you open the door, you get in, and it takes you to where you want to go. When you're done, you get out. The payment structure envisioned by our system can either be done through cash, credit cards, or with cryptocurrency.
That's fascinating because you know, we're basically talking Jetsons technology here, aren't we?
Absolutely, and it's here and now. It's remarkable.
Now, I know that you've got this technology patented or patent pending,
yes, sir.
And you've assembled a an extraordinarily impressive team. Tell us about your team and a little bit about their background.
Boy, we are so lucky. We have 3 PhDs, one of which was a valedictorian from Dartmouth, all specialists in software, transportation, logistics, and scheduling. I think I'm the runt in the group. I only have a master's degree in operations research. What's so fortunate about the team is this team has done this before. We have been in the past very successful with achieving 7 different small business innovative research contracts from the National Science Foundation, from the Department of Defense, from the Department of the Navy. One of those applications, which we call Quick Response, was actually used throughout the United States by American Medical Response. They have a success record of designing, developing, and releasing these kinds of software systems, where we have very high expectations.
You know, it's kind of amazing when I think about this. You go back 5 or 6 years or 10 years, if you wanted to ride in New York City, you hailed a cab. And you fast forward to the age of Lyft and Uber, you ask for a ride on your app, on your telephone, and eventually the guy shows up. With your technology, you schedule that ahead of time. The car's there when you want it because it's autonomous and there's no human intervention.
That's right. There's a couple of things. First, we believe that our predictive analytics and our deployment, what we call smart deployment, which we have a patent on, can apply right now to certain shared ride companies.
Okay.
But we see this new wave of disruptive technology, the self-driving car, the autonomous driving, the semi-autonomous vehicles like Tesla already has in their operating system, as really revolutionizing what's going on. We see ourselves as the next disruptive technology disrupting the current shared ride application.
Well, you just hit the nail on the head where I was thinking, because Uber totally disrupted the cab business, taxi business. I mean, turn it on its head. You're about to turn Uber on its head.
We sure hope so. That's the plan. That's the design.
Now, you've got a crowdfund offering at startengine.com. What can you tell us about that?
So we started it this week. I'd love to invite your viewers to go on site at startengine.com at tribal-rides and show the complete offering. It's very exciting for us.
Yeah, again, it's startengine.com/tribal-rides. And some people think, as we've said in this interview, that self-driving cars are something in the future. But it's really right here, right now, isn't it?
Absolutely. Tesla is a perfect example of what's happening right now. So a Tesla car, you can pre-program to start, to open your garage door, to pull out of your garage, go to your front doorstep and wait for you with the engine on and the air conditioning fully blown.
Now, TribalRides, just a fascinating business model. Why is this a good time right now for people to take a closer look at your company?
Well, a couple of things. 3 years ago, we had an interview with a self-driving car manufacturer in Fremont. I'm under NDA, so we can't talk about it. And they were extremely interested in the idea, and they said, come back when you have intellectual property protection. And so in May of this year, we were approved for our patents.
Nice.
And so it's taken us a couple of months to partner with a variety of companies to get some affiliates. And we believe right now is the perfect time to get involved with TribalRides and to get involved with autonomous driving. It's here and now.
Check out the website tribalrides.us. Check out their offering page at startengine.com/tribal-rides. Joe, this is fascinating. Looking forward to many more interviews with you over the next several weeks. Thanks so much for bringing it to us.
Thanks so much for your time.